Did you know some schools in China literally built running tracks on rooftop? A man once divorced his wife, then secretly fell in love with her again online without knowing it was her, and in Japan, tipping someone can actually be considered rude, and your heart creates enough energy every day to drive a truck for nearly 20 miles. These are some of the most mind-blowing facts you'll hear today. So watch till the end because each one gets even crazier. Number 19. Did you know that Abraham Lincoln, one of America's greatest presidents, secretly battled severe depression for most of his life? Friends and colleagues said he often fell into deep sadness and even wrote dark, emotional letters. His mental health struggles became so serious that people close to him reportedly removed knives and razors from his room because they feared he might harm himself. Lincoln himself once admitted he was the most miserable man living. Yet despite all of this, he went on to lead the United States through the Civil War and changed history forever. Number 18. We all have seen Michael Jackson's amazing dance move where he bends his body almost 40 degrees forward. For humans, doing this is literally impossible, which is why many people used to think Michael Jackson had some magical powers. But later the trick was revealed. It wasn't magic or some superhuman dance skill. It was actually a small trick. Michael Jackson used special shoes with a slot in them, and a nail-like peg was fixed onto the stage that perfectly fit into the shoes. After locking onto it, he could bend forward. But even then, it required incredible body control. Number 17. Did you know your heart is way more powerful than you think? Every single day, your heart creates enough energy to drive a truck for nearly 20 miles. It beats around 100,000 times daily without ever taking a break, pumping blood through a network of vessels long enough to circle the earth twice. And the craziest part? It's all happening inside your body right now. Number 16. If your skin is dark, you may look younger for longer. Meaning even at the age of 50, you might not actually look 50. Fair-skinned people often get wrinkles faster, while people with brown or dark skin tend to look younger for a longer time. Number 15. Did you know the world's longest recorded hangover lasted nearly 4 weeks? A man in Scotland reportedly drank around 60 pints of beer. That's over 28 liters in a single session. Afterward, he suffered headaches, nausea, and dizziness for almost an entire month. Doctors were shocked he even survived, because that amount of alcohol is far beyond what the human body can normally handle. Number 14. More than 40 million Americans suffer from bad breath, meaning their breath smells really bad, and it's a chronic issue. That's a huge number, especially in a country like America where the population isn't even that high compared to China. There's no exact reason for this, but you could probably blame diet because we consume a lot of sausages and processed foods. Number 13. Do you also have very few friends? If yes, then this is good news for you. Intelligent people usually have fewer friends. It has often been seen that smart and genius people have very few friends, sometimes almost none. Even if they behave nicely with everyone, they still keep a small friend circle because they know having too many friends can bring unnecessary trouble. Smart people usually avoid trouble. Also, intelligent people often enjoy their own company and feel like they can handle most things by themselves. Number 12. Everyone knows about gift cards. They are basically money that someone buys and gives to another person so they can purchase whatever they want. But did you know that almost 20% of gift cards never get fully used? Usually, gift cards come with a limited validity period, after which they become useless. In that time, you have to use all the money. But most people either forget about them or don't feel the need to use them, which leaves a lot of the money unused. Number 11. People always keep talking about protein. Well, eating this animal's meat can give you lots of protein, but it might also book your ticket to heaven. Rabbit meat contains a lot of protein. But if you eat only rabbit meat, you can die from protein poisoning. It contains too much protein but not enough fat and other nutrients. If you consume only this, your body may suffer from excessive protein intake. Human bodies also find it difficult to process only rabbit meat because it lacks important factors like fat and fiber. That's why a balanced diet is extremely important. Number 10. The human death rate has actually decreased over time. You'll say, wait, I thought it was increasing? Nope. People die less nowadays because we now have better comfort, more safety measures, protection, safer jobs, and solutions for almost everything. If today's world still had the same mortality rate as the 1900s, Earth's population would almost be half. Back then, jobs were much more dangerous, from coal miners to woodcutters. Number 9. If we talk about the healthiest snacks, popcorn is one of them. It may not sound believable, but it's true. Popcorn helps strengthen bones, build muscles, and is also good for your tissues. And if you eat the unflavored version with just a little salt and butter, it's even healthy for your teeth. The normal popcorn sold outside isn't that healthy because it contains too much butter and artificial flavoring. But plain popcorn is actually very healthy, and it doesn't even feel like you're eating healthy food. Number 8. Musicians live shorter lives than average people. It sounds shocking, but studies have shown that many musicians die younger than average people for various reasons, which makes their average lifespan lower. Number 7. This animal sleeps by switching half of its brain off. You'll say, what? When it comes to dolphins, they let only one side of their brain rest at a time while the other side keeps working. Even while sleeping, dolphins continue swimming. Then when one side finishes resting, they switch. This way, they rest their whole brain little by little. So technically, only half of a dolphin's brain sleeps at one time, while the other half stays awake. They do this throughout their entire life, meaning you can kind of say dolphins never fully sleep. Number 6. The planet Venus is actually treated like a UFO many times. It sounds weird, but because Venus is extremely bright in the sky, people often mistake it for an unidentified flying object. Number 5. This man had an affair with his own wife. How can someone have an affair with their own wife? Let me explain. These two people had an online affair, and because of that they even got divorced in 2007. But the fun fact is, the affair wasn't with someone else. It was actually with each other. Both of them had created fake online IDs, and even though the accounts were fake, they fell in love with each other again. Now you tell me, should this be called true love or something else? Number 4. Did you know a school in China actually turned its rooftop into a giant running track for students? Because cities in China are so crowded, some schools don't have enough ground space for sports. So instead of building outward, they built upward, creating full jogging tracks and playgrounds on top of school buildings. Some even have soccer fields and basketball courts on rooftops. Now compare that to many schools in the United States, where campuses are usually spread across huge open land with massive football fields, parking lots, and outdoor stadiums. Number 3. We all have maps of Earth. But did you know you can also get maps of Mercury? No, you can't see which street aliens live on, I'm joking. But NASA has mapped almost the entire surface of Mercury, and even named some areas. Number 2. Dogs smell good scents mostly with their left nostril. Yes, dogs use their left nostril more for pleasant smells and the right one more for bad smells. Number 1. A real study found that 54% of American dog owners would actually consider ending a relationship if their dog didn't like their partner. For many people, dogs are more than pets, they're trusted family members. Experts say dogs can often sense human behavior, stress, and emotions before people notice them. So when a dog acts uncomfortable around someone, owners sometimes take it as a serious warning sign. In fact, some people trust their dog's judgment more than their own friends. Imagine getting rejected by a dog.